Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support. Today I read an article on Investopedia.com written by Naomi Buchanan titled, "People are working in retirement to stay active, or so they say." I'll include a link to the article in the description below. I encourage you to read the full article to support the author and news source. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of this article that are of public interest. According to the article, for some, the return to work is driven by financial need. Close to half, or 48% of retirees T. Rowe Price surveyed who are working credited financial reasons, though almost as many, at 45%, cited social and emotional benefits they receive from employment. I am not surprised. Some individuals who retired a number of years ago probably would have never predicted that their landlord would double their rent. Unfortunately, this is the reality that many renters are dealing with right now. Some individuals who are retired may have been put in a situation where they had to go back to work in order to make extra money just to afford the rent increases. For the fortunate individuals who are homeowners, these homeowners may have been caught off guard by higher property taxes. This is a double-edged sword. It is wonderful to see your home appreciating in value. Unfortunately, this often translates to higher property taxes. Some individuals may have had to go back to work just to be able to afford the increases in their property taxes. Some retirees may have also been caught off guard by how much homeowner insurance is costing these days. You have probably all seen in the news lately that some major insurance carriers are pulling out of certain states here in America. When these large insurance carriers pull out of certain states, that leaves a smaller number of insurance carriers. Many of the insurance carriers that remain are increasing premiums for their customers because they want to have additional buffer to deal with potential risks. Understand, these risks are why a lot of these large insurance carriers pulled out of some of these states. I have no doubt that some individuals who were retired had to go back to work just to be able to cover the cost of their homeowner insurance premium. A home is a machine for living, and that machine requires regular maintenance. As people get older, they often like to do less and less maintenance themselves. Some individuals may have grown comfortable hiring contractors to come out to the home and perform a variety of different maintenance tasks, whether that be lawn maintenance or landscaping maintenance or basic maintenance inside the home. The contractors who perform this maintenance have had to increase their costs because they are also being impacted by inflation. Some individuals lack the skills to be able to perform their own home maintenance and may have always relied on contractors to come to the property and perform different maintenance tasks. Some of these individuals may have had to go back to work in order to cover these costs. Individuals who are retired are also having to pay more money for food every week at the grocery store. This is getting out of hand. For some, going back to work may be the only solution to be able to cover their grocery costs. Now, according to this article that I referenced today, 45% of individuals who went back to work after they were retired cited social and emotional benefits they received from employment. I really wonder how many people who said that are saying that just so they don't have to admit they don't have enough money to cover all of their expenses right now. It's a lot easier to save face and just tell others that I'm going back to work because I find emotional benefits from doing so. When the true story may be, I can no longer afford my property taxes, my homeowner insurance premium, my groceries, my utilities, the higher cost of vehicle insurance, etc. I'm not saying this is the case for all of these people. I am a firm believer that individuals who continue to work do receive certain emotional benefits. I think it is important to keep your mind sharp. If you are not continuing to challenge your mind, you could potentially see your cognitive abilities erode slowly over time. Several of my older friends who retired and then didn't have some type of passion to pursue did start to decline cognitively. Over a number of years, some of them really became a shadow of their former self. It was truly tragic to watch that happen. There is a great documentary series on Netflix called Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zones. If you have time, you should really check out this series. In this documentary series, the author travels to these blue zones. These blue zones are areas of the world where a lot of individuals are living beyond 100 years of age. One of the areas of the world where individuals are living beyond 100 years of age in large numbers is Okinawa. The author found the individuals who are living beyond 100 years of age typically have some type of passion or purpose in life that drives them to get up every day. Many of these individuals who have that are living very active lives during retirement. So I think there is evidence out there that suggests individuals who do continue to stay active may live a longer life. Some individuals who retired may have gotten bored. Some may have figured out that they simply function better if they are working, even if that is part-time. Therefore, I believe a portion of the 45% of the individuals who cited social and emotional benefits they receive from employment are probably telling the truth. But I do still suspect that a small percentage are probably just trying to save face by telling their friends and family they're going back to work for this purpose, when in fact they may be struggling financially. They may be in a situation where they are being impacted by inflation. I have had a lot of older friends in my life. And the friends of mine that are older, who are the sharpest mentally, are those who have continued working the longest. One individual that I know retired last year at the age of 86. Mentally and physically, he does not seem like an 86-year-old man. He really seems more like someone in his mid to late 60s. Even now that he is retired, he continues to pursue different passions in his life. He taught himself how to play guitar in his mid-40s. He continues to play guitar to this day. He often travels to different bars to play guitar with his adult son. He also reads a different book every single day. He is doing everything he can to stay sharp mentally, and he's doing everything that he can to maintain his body physically so that he can continue to do all of the wonderful things in life that he enjoys doing. This 86-year-old man is really an example to me. I really hope that I am fortunate enough to live to the age of 86. And if I am fortunate enough to live to the age of 86, I hope that I am as sharp cognitively as he is. I also hope that I have the same type of physical stamina that he has. While the survey data in the article that I referenced today is interesting, I think it would be even more interesting to see the survey results next year, the year after, and the year after that. I know the Federal Reserve is trying to tame inflation, but the truth is many everyday Americans are continuing to struggle financially because of inflation. I think it would be really interesting to see if more individuals decide to go back to work after they retire next year and the year after and the year after that. Life continues to get more and more expensive. Unfortunately, many individuals who retire with a very tight budget may have to go back to work in order to afford to live. For some, the Social Security cost of living adjustments provided simply may not be enough to keep pace with true inflation here in the United States of America. I truly worry about individuals who are in a tight financial situation, who are thinking about going back into the workforce and leaving retirement. Unfortunately, age discrimination does occur here in the United States of America. It is illegal, but I think we all know that unfortunately it does happen sometimes. Some individuals who may need to go back to work may struggle to find employment. While some may secure employment right now, this could be a completely different story if we enter into a deep, ugly recession at some point in the future. If company layoffs accelerate, employers may get a lot more choosy about who they are interested in hiring during lean economic times. In my opinion, individuals who are thinking about retirement right now may want to carefully examine their financial picture, possibly with the help of a professional, and make sure that they have a plan that will allow them to weather the storm moving forward in the future in the event we continue to see inflation being problematic. If you do a quick search online, depending on the source that you look at, the percentage of everyday Americans who have no retirement savings at all is somewhere in the vicinity of 25% to 30%. Many individuals who retire rely solely on Social Security in order to survive. Social Security has provided some decent cost of living adjustments in the past few years. Unfortunately, some of these cost of living adjustments have not even come close to the true inflation that is impacting many of these retirees. Do you know people who were retired who then had to go back to work for financial reasons? Do you know people who were retired who decided to go back to work because of the social and emotional benefits they received from employment? Let me know about it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Please keep in mind, nothing in this video is retirement advice or financial advice. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. I want to extend a special thanks to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.